I'm gonna wait for some people to stop in. If you're watching the playback, thank you. It is early. It is so early. It's earlier than I would be up before. I've already gone to the grocery store. I'm gonna stop. After this, I'm going to start working on one of my courses that I'm building. Hey guys, good morning. I just wanted to pop in and see what was going on. I went shopping and I always like to share my little shopping with you guys. I got this big thing of eggs. They're on sale for like $2 and change, $3. So I got these because I've been working out a lot lately and I need to get my protein, and I'm trying not to do protein powders and all that good stuff. I just want to pop in and talk to you guys and see what's going on, let you know about my life. And I broke 2 of my eggs. Oh, I'll probably cook these right now then. You guys know that I'm out here in the Dominican Republic and so many people are like, we want more updates. So generally when I go food shopping, I like to offer you guys an update. And so that's pretty much it. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I broke my eggs. Just 2 of them. I'm so okay, I get preoccupied with stuff like that, damn it. Anyway, oh, I forgot to get a pack of gum. I'm gonna end up back at the store. I gotta get some gas for my scooter too. But yeah, so I went shopping. I got the eggs. I got me some bakery bread. I try not to eat bread from the bag anymore because there are so many ingredients in that bread. You just wanna be like, what is all this? Bread's supposed to have like what, 3 or 4 ingredients? What is all this in this bread, child? I got some ground beef, 2 pounds for about $4. I got some beans. I got some pasta. I got some steel cut oats. I do not eat processed food anymore. I do not eat microwavable food anymore. I do not drink juice. I'm not turning into one of those people, but I've never really been big into that kind of stuff. But in the States, it's so readily available, it's so cheap, it's so good, it's so easy, it's so fast, that was a big part of my diet back in the day. I used to love me a little frozen meal from Trader Joe's or wherever. And yeah, I really don't eat that stuff anymore. I only bought like $20 with me to the grocery store, and I got olive oil. I only bought like $20 with me to the grocery store, and I wanted to get a bottle of wine, but I put up all the most important stuff first, and then when the money ran out, I was just like, okay, well, I should have bought more money with me. I don't know why I did that. I found myself, I don't know why, I be calling myself like hyper budgeting, and I don't know. But yeah, I just want to pop in to see what's going on with you guys. Nothing spectacular to talk about today. What's next? That's the title of this live. And I was talking with my friend last night about the possibility of me moving to Colombia. Colombia was one of the first countries that I fell in love with. You guys know, through working with my dentist. And I got my teeth done. Redone. You guys know, through working with my dentist, I fell absolutely in love with Colombia. I fell in love with the people, I fell in love with the culture, the vibes, the energy. I absolutely love Colombia. But this is one of the first places that I came on vacation, and I really loved it. The thing I love about Colombia is they have Black pride. Like, they're proud of their Black heritage, and there's so much activities around being Black people, Black hair, Black makeup, Black fashion. And I feel like here they have a tolerance for Black culture and their Black ancestry, but there isn't much of a celebration. There aren't many businesses built around it. And then I also feel like in Colombia, there's more of a middle class society. So if I did open a business or offer a service, it could be for more than just tourists. So that's been my mindset. That's what I've been thinking about lately. That's kind of what I'm trying to align myself with and do some research and see how it would be out there and then getting my stuff out there. It's not very far from here. I have tons of friends in Colombia and I just really love the country. I just have such fond memories of being out there. Like I felt like I was going out there so much at one point. It was just like crazy. And I had stayed there at one point for a while. And now that I'm a little bit more mature and I know more Spanish and I feel like I'm a little bit more worldly, now that I live abroad, I feel like it is a real possibility within the next year or so. I'm gonna do more research. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna visit. I'm gonna check it out. I have some expat friends out there. Of course, I'm thinking about like Cartagena or Cali, Colombia, and yeah. So that's pretty much what I've been thinking about lately. Absolutely, positively, nothing negative is happening here. There's no triste noticias for you. I don't have any sad news. I don't have any bad news. I haven't gotten into any arguments, any fights, any stare downs, nothing. You know, a lot of times when I tell people I live in Dominican Republic, they're thinking I'm living in the Bronx. You know what I mean? With a lot of Americanized Dominican. And it's not that. This is the islands. People are very laid back, but people are kind, people are nice. There are other things that go on here culturally and with their immigration stuff, and I try not to talk about that very much because I don't know enough about it and I'm not experiencing the type of things that people are looking for. But yeah, other than that, everything is really good. Everything's been good. I'm so much peace. It's so calm. It's such a vibe here. Today's a rainy day. After I put my groceries away, I'm probably gonna make myself some eggs. Ooh, this bakery bread is so good and it's so soft and fresh. It's still warm. I'm gonna make myself some eggs. I'm going to probably make myself. Oh, I didn't get it. I forgot. I wanted to get myself some tamarindo and make me a big hot cup of tamarindo, but I didn't get that. And I'm trying not to eat simple sugar like white sugar. So that is kind of out of the running for things I'll do today. But it's super early, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are at work and stuff like that. So I just wanted to pop in and say, hey, this is a sew-in. This is a really cute sew-in that I did. If you follow me on Instagram, then you've probably seen it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've lost a bit of weight. I've been working out a lot. I've been going on my walks every day. I can tell from just looking at my face right here, because generally I don't like this angle on my face, but I'm looking kind of svelte, honey. I'm looking kind of svelte. I've been doing my own nails lately. I have a gel nail kit. Good morning, Juan. And I have poly nail stuff that I use for my nails, and that's what I've been doing. I do my own hair, I do my own nails, but I've always done that. I've been working out from home. I was actually supposed to go to their Home Depot today and see about the cost of some cement. But I don't know why I didn't bring more money with me. I'll be bugging out. I'm waiting for my new bank card to get here. They've been really stressing me out behind my bank cards. They've been really putting me through it. Bank of America is trash once you leave America. Once you leave America, they're just kind of like, well, we don't know. We need to talk to you on your American phone. You can't call our company from a foreign number. You know, you need to prove this, you need to prove that. And it's just like, oh my God. My walks are about maybe 2 miles. I walk to the beach and back. The beach is maybe a mile from me. I got a scooter, you guys know, and most days I will take my scooter to the beach and then walk on the beach. But lately I've been walking from my house to the beach and back. And it's beautiful. I do videos. If you watch my fitness Instagram at The Godly Body, you can see my walks and different things like that. I live in a really beautiful area of Punta Cana. And I do a lot of videos on what I see and different things like that. But you know, morning, nice to see you again. Been watching you since your left like this, which is not typical, but I feel like the light is blinking and maybe something's happening. But I've had that robe for so long, I don't even know if I'm live. If you can see me, if somebody's out there watching, be you know, okay. If you can see me, just write in the chat that you can see me. So sorry about that. But yeah, I just wanted to pop in and say, hey, I'm actually going to be filming some content today. I'm going to sit down and put some things together. I have some stuff that I've actually filmed that I'm going to edit and put together. I hope you guys can see me. This Wi-Fi be wearing me out. If the Wi-Fi does drop again, hold tight for me because it usually comes right back. But thank you. Oh my God, I missed my leopard robe. I can't believe you said that. That hit me right in my chest right now. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. I was looking at old videos and on Snapchat, they have a picture of me in my leopard robe and my hair is like this. And I was just like, oh my God, where are you? There's so many pieces of clothing that I wonder about. If you guys can see me, please kindly let me know. Because I kind of feel like I might be talking to assimilation. But yes, oh my God. I don't know. Okay, I'm losing you in and out. You look great. Wow. So are you staying in Punta Cana or has there been a change? Okay, I talked about, I can see you. Okay, so I was saying that I've been considering relocating to Colombia. I love that country. I had such an amazing time, an amazing experience out there. I feel like they have a real celebration of Black culture. I feel like they're excited when they see Black people. I feel like they love their Black hair. I feel like they love their Black ancestry. And I haven't had any issues here, but I feel like it's more of a toleration. It's more tolerated and it's understood. And then every now and again, you meet people who have an actual strong pride. But whereas in Colombia, there's like so much pride. There's celebrations, there's dances, there's figures, you know, there's parties, there's parades surrounding Black culture. And then I was also saying that I feel like there's more of a middle class there. So if I wanted to open a business or offer a service, I would have clients that were not only tourists but locals. You know what I mean? That's not my primary reason for wanting to move there, but it's something that I've been heavily thinking about. I've also been thinking about trying different areas of Dominican Republic because Punta Cana is amazing, but it is bone quiet. It can get a little boring and it's a little bit too quiet sometimes. I don't feel like I have a full life. But this is a place, it's for tourism. Most of the people who live here either work in tourism or came to get property for tourism, kind of like I did. And it's cool and I love it and it's calm and it's easygoing. But sometimes I feel like I need a little bit more fulfillment. I feel like I need, you know, friends who are not strictly involved in the tourism culture, just regular people who do things. Thank you so much. Yeah, I loved Colombia. And I feel like, you know, outside of like the tourism here, there's not much life for people who are not from here. People who are from here, they go away to the country, they go away to the city, they go visit family, they go visit friends. But if you've moved to Punta Cana and you're not from here, you're kind of just stuck here, or you're here with other expats. You maybe not participate in some of their holidays. So it's almost like you feel like, you know, you're not living a full whole life. Nothing, you know, negative has transpired. I haven't gotten into anything where I feel like I gotta get out of here. Oh my God, I hate it. Never. It's so calm. It's so beautiful. It's so easygoing. You know what I mean? If I had a little bit more activity in my life, if there were more things to do, if there were more places for me to go and be a part of things, I would do it. So I've been thinking about heading out to the city and seeing what it's like out there. But I heard that it can be a little bit dangerous out there. But I'm from America, so I don't really feel like the danger is going to be more than I can handle. But when there's a language barrier and then there are possible threats, you have to take into consideration that while you may be able to protect yourself if you understand what's going on fully, that's not always the case because there is Spanish I don't understand. There is an undercurrent of Spanish, Dominican slang. I don't want to be out and about somewhere thinking shit is sweet and I'm being set up. People are telling somebody to follow me, da, 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 da. And I don't think that will happen just because it's here, just because, you know what I mean? So I think that it'll be cool. You know what I mean? Boop. And that's it. But yeah, so that's been my thought process around it. When I first started going to Colombia, I just fell in love with it. You know what I mean? I don't know, it's just a rich, vibrant culture, very similar to here, but you feel heavily, heavily celebrated. You know what I mean? And I feel like if I went out there and did hair, if I went out there and did makeup, if I went out there and got into skincare, if I started a business, I feel like it would be supported, celebrated, and then there would be a whole sector of people and middle class people who could afford the services and things. I don't feel like that's a real reality here. I feel like when you offer services, you have to have the local price and then the tourist price because they can't meet. If I make a price that is comfortable for locals, the tourists are going to take advantage. If I make a price that is comfortable for tourists, the locals can't afford it. So it's like a hard middle ground. You know what I mean? Ha ha ha! No worries. You're definitely taught teenage me how to apply makeup. Thank you. You are more than welcome. I hope to continue on doing makeup here on YouTube. I just feel like I put things out and it doesn't get supported, and that's cool. I'm over crying about support. It's cool. It's just you don't want to take all the time and energy to do something that people don't want to see, people are tired of seeing, people have already seen so much. It's hard, it's different now. There's so many amazing creators. There are so many young creators. There are so many people who are on their game, have a niche, know what they're doing, have products and different things like that, and have everything going for them, and that's awesome. Me living here, I really can't have physical products. You know what I mean? I really don't get as much PR as I used to. It goes to my mom's house, and then I have to pay for it to come here, and it's hard. You know what I mean? I think the algorithm has been playing me since about 2008. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, I don't feel like I'm the type of black person, black woman that people want to relate to. In this space, people like heavily Europeanized black women. You know what I mean? Buying the Fendi and the Prada and a 50-inch bust down and living the fast, fancy life and doing this and doing that. And that's cool, but it's not me. You know what I mean? I don't have any of that kind of lifestyle to offer to you. I'm not interested in that kind of thing. And I don't want to pretend to be interested in that kind of thing. I'm not going to take you on a Fendi shopping haul. I'm not going to, do that kind of thing. I don't know. I've always led a very calm lifestyle. I've always been really easygoing, and you know what I mean. I feel like there's a few different types of black women that people heavily accept and are willing to support and champion. And I don't feel like I fit into any of the categories. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go into the categories because anytime I speak to this subject, somebody thinks you're hating. And I just want to be have you seen me raw? I'm raw as fuck. I don't have no reason to hate on nothing or nobody. Be fucking for real. Please don't bring that side out of me. I don't got no reason to hate on nobody. You see this face? You see the skin? You see these lips? You see these eyes, you see his ass, you see his hips. Hate for who? For what? For why? So I'm not even gonna speak to that subject. But yeah, right now I'm focusing on digital products. You know what I mean? I've been doing this for a long time, and there is so much money to be made beyond the likes and views of YouTube. Like, I'm a true businesswoman, and I have been living off of digital dollars since 2008 or 9. I quit my job in 2010, and I've been straight. And a lot of people think the only way to make money is views and likes and doing it. And it's like, it's a part of it, but it's not the ultimate part of it. Like, I be trying to ask people, like, where, where should I be? Like, clear as a bell. Bitch is bad, very pretty. No surgery, nothing funny. Lips, full, beautiful. Teeth, hair, yeah, okay. But don't play with me, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be, me again. But you know how it is. So, with that being said, stay tuned. Be on the lookout for more information about my potential move. I do want to explore more of the Dominican Republic. I do want to do more here first. I don't feel like I've taken full advantage. I don't feel like I've shown you guys travels. I don't feel like I've gone places and done things. And I had somebody that we were gonna be in a business partnership and do that kind of thing, but I feel like they've lost the momentum. And one thing I've learned about working in tandem with people, especially men, is if they're not on board and they don't feel like they're benefiting, it's always gonna be like you're in debt to them. And I don't want to be in debt to any guy. I don't want anybody to feel like I owe them anything. I don't want anybody to feel like they're doing me any favors, because that's never been who I am. If you're interested in working with me because we have similar goals and we could feed off each other, cool. I'm not interested in being in any type of relationship. I'm not interested in being romantic or romanced. I don't want to be touched on or kissed or hugs. None of that. I don't want to be accountable to you or your feelings. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. I just want to work and get this bread up and take care of myself and travel and be a vibe. I'm like a butterfly. I'm pretty. I'm gonna fly around and flap my wings and be admired. And when you try to catch me, I'm going. I just want to mind my business. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Pat me with your eyes. Don't touch me. I don't want to be captured at this point. And sometimes when I meet guys in the business sense, they become mesmerized by me. And they want to get involved with me in a deeper sense. And I'm just like, you want to have sex with me? I understand that, but you don't like me, you don't care about me, you're not trying to get to know me. I'm awesome as fuck. And you are still stuck at how I look, and you want to touch my private parts. And that's cool, but no, because put some money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? If you like me, make my life easier. You know what I'm saying? Be considerate. Pull up on me, call me, ask me if I need a ride. Am I trying to go here? Is this cool? Is that cool? Nah, y'all just want to pet. Y'all just want to pet, and y'all just want to lay up, and you want to control, and I don't like that. We don't talk too much about that because it's not important in the grand scheme of things. My shoulders are coming in nice. I'm getting my dips and my curves back. I've been working out. You know what I'm saying? No. You know what I'm saying? I have been heavily sexualized and lusted after since I've been 11 years old. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I've always had body. I've always had ass and hips. When I was in middle school and high school, when the hormones were first peaking, my hips were stupid. You know what I mean? So I'm not new to this. And I think a lot of people, because it's such a surgery culture and because people lust after the features that I have so bad, I think people think you want that artificial, shallow, goofy lust, disgusting attention, and I don't. I'm a wholesome, I'm a whole woman, I'm a vibe. You know what I mean? I am a whole table in its own, and I don't want it. You know what I mean? The butterfly life, yes. The other day, there was a beautiful, bright, rich, orange, hot butterfly, and I was just like, and I was fumbling for my phone to record it, and she dipped on me, bang, flew in my face and just left. She was like, enjoy me while I'm here. You trying to take a video? You trying to capture me? No. This was a one-on-one experience. You had all the time to take me in, be mesmerized by me. You were fumbling for your phone. No, I'm out. I was just like, oh, you're so beautiful. I don't know if I'll ever see you again. And I won't. You won't see me again. So that's why you shouldn't have been fumbling for your phone. You should have just been vibing. You should have just been enjoying me, listening in the sun. I'd never seen a butterfly that rich, bright, and vibrant. It looked neon. Stunned on me. I was like, I wanted to. If I wasn't in my right mind, I would have wanted to capture her and bring her into my home. Like, just fill my home with your beauty and your presence. But what could I offer to such a beautiful butterfly? I don't have nothing in here for her. I don't have nothing in here for her. Well, we'll rip her wings off and put her in a book. That's what they want to do. They want to rip your wings off and put you in a book while they out capturing other butterflies. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. Enjoy me in the wilds. Should have lived in the moment. You know what I mean? You definitely know your worth. You're at a higher level than that. I would love to see your hot take on how to maintain that standard. Absolutely. And that's what my life is all about right now, maintaining my standard, honey. Making sure that I'm working out, making sure that I'm feeling good and I am at my standard. Because people will want you to stay where you are. No, I like you like that. No, stay like that. Men like all that. You liked me at 220 pounds when my ankles were swollen and my knees were sore and I was sad and I was unhappy. Yeah, I looked good to you. I did not feel good in my skin. I was not happy. I was not as spry. I was not as physically able. I wasn't able to do things the way I wanted to. And a lot of people will want you to stay at a level where they're comfortable with you. But once you start elevating and you start making them a little uncomfortable and they feel like they might have to elevate to keep you, or they feel like you're now passing their standard, or they feel like, damn, you look better and your bar might be raising and I might not be good enough. Nah, I like you with that extra 50 pounds. You ain't gotta do that. Nah, I'm gonna do it. Are you lonely? No. I think being lonely is a disrespect to yourself. You have to know yourself. You have to be one and be whole with yourself, and you have to be intentional with your time. You know what I mean? You can't just sit and languish. You know what I'm saying? You have to fill your time with things you love to do. You have to fill your time with activity. Like, when people are lonely by themselves, I feel like it's because they don't know themselves. What do you like to do? How do you like to feel? What are your hobbies? You know, what are things that make you happy and make you smile? Like, sometimes I'll talk to my mom on the phone and she's like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting and watching my stories. And I'm like, you don't write, you don't read, you don't journal, you don't work out, you don't go for walks, you don't craft. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't tinker on the internet, you don't know how to build a business. Like, these are things that are fulfilling, productive. Like, you need hobbies, one to make you money, something to make you fit, something to make you peaceful inside. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get back into making my short one-people films. There is a beautiful set out here. You know what I mean? Nature, going on walks, you know what I'm saying? Getting heavy into my digital products and learning how to secure my future. Working out, building my body, you know what I'm saying? Taking my life apart and removing all toxicity. I started talking to family members I haven't talked to in years. I started rebuilding a relationship with my grandmother. I call her once a week and I talk to her about things that my grandmother who passed. I think about my grandmother who passed and I always wonder, what was her childhood like growing up in the Jim Crow South? You know what I mean? What was it like fresh off the plantation? So this is stuff that I talk about to my other grandmother with who hasn't passed. You know what I mean? There's so many wasted opportunities to learn and gain wisdom from people. We wait until they die and say, oh, I wish I asked her about this. I wish I talked to her about that. So that's what I do now. You know what I mean? I've reconnected with a lot of childhood friends. You know what I'm saying? I've done so many different things that have taken anxiety off of me, things that have made me feel sad in the past. I'm working toward healing. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm securing the next 20 and 30 years of my life. So, no, I'm not lonely. I'm not bored. I'm busy. My days are chock full of productivity. You know what I mean? Like, one thing that I'm getting heavily into is teaching influencers how to influence and businesses how to work with influencers. I've been doing this for a long time. I do it very well. I have receipts in so many ways. I have a whole separate channel, The Godly Glow, where I have beautiful content. I have this channel and I have another channel, The Godly Guide, where I'm going to be guiding business owners and entrepreneurs into the next phases of this internet life, digital education. It's so important to me. I agree. I am alone, living in Palm Desert, California for work, but I rarely feel lonely. I fill my time with work, school, researching, digging deep to unpack my triggers. Absolutely. Like that person, I don't know if you've seen them, a few years ago, that would have pissed me off. Even their name alone, sex trafficking or whatever. If you've been following me, you know I have had an experience with that, and I feel like there are certain people online, certain influencers, who watch me and try to trigger me with that. Nobody cares about that. That's old, that's passe. You know what I mean? Yes, very true. Once you fall in love with you, the loneliness goes away. Would love to see your content on these. I'm sure a lot of people would love to hear your takes on life and living, your philosophy on it. I think it would invite a good forum for inspiration. I do too. I do too. And thank you so much. I've been taking awesome care of my skin. I had a couple of extractions yesterday, and hopefully they don't hyperpigmentate, but I'm definitely going to work on them. And then, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm positioning myself to be more of a inspirational speaker. You know what I mean? Girl, you know, even one of my very first lives that I did here, I talked about the soft life. So as soon as I said that, people came in and started attacking me, and I got irritated and I got triggered. And somebody said, "Well, if you're living the soft life, why are you still mad? Why are you still ghetto and all this stuff like that?" And I think to that, I would say, just because you're living a soft life, just because you're living an easier life, just because you're not a part of the rat race, doesn't mean that there aren't things that's gonna piss you off. But what I will say to that is, like, allowing that kind of thing to like overtake you and becoming over emotional about things sometimes can really suck. And that's definitely something that I've worked on. Skin, eyes, energy, strength, and music. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, I was up for a while, a few weeks ago, just going through old content and old comments, and a part of me feels really sad because there was a time when I became completely absent here. I would do a video and I wouldn't read the comments, I wouldn't reply to comments, I just did the video and then I left. Because I was avoiding triggers, I was avoiding negative comments, I was avoiding the competition that, you know, a lot of people would try to egg on between me and other content creators, the comparison that people used to do, exactly like a Pearl. You know what I mean? And I would avoid a lot of that because I didn't want to hear about it. I didn't want people shoving other people's accomplishments down my throat, because I feel like at one point people made it their business to make it my business to know what other people were experiencing and the successes they were having that I wasn't. Oh, but why didn't you do this? Because they picked so and so to do that, and I feel like you should have did that. What does that have to do with me? I don't know. If you want me to be involved in a certain way with certain companies, go talk to the companies. I don't have any control over that. You know what I mean? Just like you said, with a certain amount of people, but there being a certain amount of likes. I'm not in the position to beg for support anymore. I'm not in a position to beg for any kind of validation. This internet thing has been around for a long time. If you want to support me, you know how. We know about comments, we know about liking, and we know about sharing. I refuse to reduce myself to, insulting your intelligence. We all know what it is. If you want to support a person in a certain way, we all know how to. I'm not gonna be doing that anymore. Like, you do what you want. I'm in the position now to let people do what they want to do. I'm not looking for anything. I'm in the position to find. I'm in the position to receive. I'm not hunting. I'm not searching. I'm not on the prowl. I'm not clawing my way to the top. I'm not killing myself to get into any position. If it's for me, it will be there. It will be for me. I can't do the begging and the pleading and why are you guys liking and why please, like, come on. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it anymore. I spent years doing it, and I feel like it was so beneath me then, and it's super beneath me now. I'm trying to be a great me in the last half of my adulthood, and my future partner should be too. And I will say, absolutely, absolutely. I've been preparing myself, and I've been keeping myself for my real partner. You know what I mean? I'm working on my body, I'm working on my soul, I'm working on my spirit. I'm not having any randoms, baby. I'm not doing any of these things. You know what I'm saying? So when I am found, because I'm not searching, I refuse to search, I refuse to look, I refuse to prop my tits up and go to the bar, I refuse to shine my face up and go to the beach and go look around and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just not how I'm positioning myself right now. It's just not how I'm positioned. And then I may regret this one day. I may regret this one day. I may wake up at 55 and say, my God, I wasted my 30s being coy. I should have been out. I should have been looking. I should have been doing this. I should have been putting it out there. I wasted whatever, but I don't plan to just go bad. You know what I mean? A lot of people are like, oh, you're going to regret this when you're 50. I'm going to be a bad 50-year-old bitch. What are you just talking about? Oh, I'm fit. I'm working out. I'm not going to let it go again. COVID came and turned me into a whiskey drinking, processed food sucking, fat, ankle swollen in the house psycho. I'm not letting it happen again. Absolutely. Catch me if you can. I've been watching you for years, like at least 10. My name is different because I've changed my channel, and over the years I see you differently. You are bomb. Thank you so much. Thank you. People act as though at a certain age you're gonna fall apart, and every older woman is just gonna be senile. Oh, who's gonna take care of you when you get old? Me now is preparing, caring, taking care of older me. There are 90-year-old women who are superb, healthy, mentally sound, physically fit, traveling the world. Do you think that suddenly you're just gonna go see, like, child, I missed a message, a comment. I was telling my friends that the universe is clearing that toxic people out of my life to allow me to focus on me. I live 2 days, trying to move up to 3 and do yoga. Absolutely. I'm trying to be great. Yes, yeah, we're all out here just doing the best that we can. I have seen older women who still have their minds, bodies, and life in check. Absolutely, and I plan to be that. Something that I'm working on now is really, really, really paying attention to my diet. I'm not exactly interested in being vegan, but I don't eat nearly as much meat as I used to. And when I do eat meat, I make sure it's clean. I make sure it is grass-fed. I make sure it's healthy meat. I don't do dairy. I don't eat processed food, cookies, juices, snacks. When I want ice cream, I order it. I tip the person to bring it to me, and I enjoy it. It's so good, and I'm done with it. Do I need a gallon of ice cream in my freezer? No. Do I need a gallon of juice? No. Do I need a pack of cookies with 3 sleeves of Oreos? No. Do I need to be drinking red 40 and blue juice and candy and lollipops? No. But do I have a lollipop every now and again? Heck yes, I love lollipops. Will I have a cup of juice every now and again? Yeah, I'll have lime juice with brown sugar or something like that. Moving here has allowed me to understand how simple things can be. When I was living in the States, it was extremely hard for me to wrap my head around not having processed food ever. I don't even have a microwave. I have an air fryer, and they're even starting to say that those are not good. But I mean, oh my God. You know what I mean? I drink as much water as I can. My aim is always a gallon, but I have my Brita drink and my Brita water container. I drink 3 of those a day. That's like 80%, 85% of the way to the gallon. That's 30, 60, 90, 90, like 98 ounces of water. You know what I mean? I drink my water, I get my steps in, I try to do 3,500 steps a day. You know what I mean? If I don't do my steps, I take a swim. If I'm not swimming, I'm hula hooping or jump roping or working out, sweating for at least a half an hour a day. I read, I think, I dig deep into my mind, and I try to figure out what's bothering me. It was bothering me that I wasn't speaking to my grandmother. I called her, I healed that, I allowed her to apologize to me, and I apologized to her. You know what I mean? I was mad about, you know, something that happened to me in the work area. I let it go. I read a short book called How to Forgive When You Can't Forget. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to dip into like, oh, I'm so holistic and like blah blah blah. You know, it can feel a bit much sometimes. But small steps into healing your mind, into healing your body. For me, it was a lot of mind stuff. It was like I had to like declutter my mind. There were things at any moment. There were words. There were smells. There were just little tiny things that could set me off into such a way that would diminish my whole character. And for what? You know what I mean? I had to heal things with me and my mother, and then me and my brothers, and then my brothers between themselves, and our childhood and the way we grew up in the 90s. You know what I mean? And different things that hurt me that my mom didn't understand, and things that hurt my brothers that she didn't understand and didn't acknowledge. You know what I mean? I had to explain to her that you can't keep pulling that I'm the mom shit. There are things that you did that hurt the boys. You were supposed to be their first love. So do understand that there are things that still hurt them. It's their job to heal themselves, but you have to acknowledge that shit. And you have to be forthright, and you have to apologize wholeheartedly, humbly. You have to go to them. Stop pulling that I'm the mom. You only get one mom. Well, you only get one set of these sons. Heal their spirit. Allow them to feel free. Let's go. And then what they do with that is now on them. So, you know, I feel a lot better there as well. Your videos have helped me decenter when focusing on men and things that don't benefit me. Thank you, love. Absolutely, absolutely. And I didn't even know that I was doing that. Oh my God, that feels really great. And what I will say too is I'm not anti-love. I'm anti-BS. I'm anti-being gaslit. I'm anti-being love bombed. I'm anti you pretending to love me. You love the idea of me. To love me is going to take time because I am a complex individual. I'm so complex. There's so many parts of me. I don't like when people make assumptions about me. I don't like when people create stories about me and then expect me to adhere to it and to go with it. Absolutely not. People will look at me, look at my body, how I wear my hair, my skin tone, and they think they've got me figured out. You don't. I promise me, you don't know anybody like me. And to truly love me is to truly understand that you may never know me and you may never figure me out fully, but let's take this journey and slowly like unravel each other. I'm not saying I'm the only complex person. You know, everybody is. But one thing with me and being an emotionally intelligent person, I know that I don't know you. I know that every day I'm gonna learn something about you that's going to blow me out the water. And that is true love. And that is what I'm interested in finding. And sitting down and talking and laughing and being like, wow, I never knew that about you. I never expected that of you. I did not see that coming. I hate when people pretend to have me figured out. It drives me nuts. I don't even have me figured out, sir. Girl, move. Girl, bye. I'm in my 40s and look younger than some people. Have these people that, yes, baby. I look younger now than I did 8 years ago, 6 years ago. Snapchat is something that I've really learned to appreciate because every day it shows me what I was doing a year before, 2 years before, 5 years before. And one thing that it tells me is that I'm consistently growing myself. I'm consistently learning myself. I'm like, between like workout and being consistent in my work field, one thing that has also shown me is that I've grown so much emotionally because Snapchat has pulled up some rants. Snapchat has pulled up some rants. And I'm just like, yo. I was saying that stuff in public. I get it. Pop your shit. But so much? I was hurt. You know what I mean? I am a water sign, but I'm not a Scorpio. I'm a Cancer Gemini cusp. I'm the cusp of magic. Mothers have to take responsibility for traumatizing their kids. They really do. They really do. And a lot of moms of certain generations don't want to. And my mom was from that generation. And I had, when she was here, I had to say, and I had to tell her, and I was like, there'd be things that she'd say that's so toxic. Like, the way she compliments me is toxic sometimes. And she did it yesterday, but she apologized. She'll say something like I sent her a picture of me, and she goes, you think you all of that? And I said, you can't do that. You can't give me backhanded compliments or belittle how I may feel about myself. I am all of that. And partially because of you. Don't use that to compliment people. Don't do that. And I've heard her do it to her friends, and I'll tell her in private, like, I don't think you should have spoke to her that way. Tell her she looks nice and keep it. You look really nice. Girl, you think you all of that? I fucking hate that so much. The quickest way to lose me is to pay me a backhanded compliment. Because I'm a Cancer and I overthink things. And you gotta move out my face trying to play with my fucking emotions. Okay? Because we're heavily emotional. I think about things in such a way that would freak most people out. But I've learned to keep a lot of it under wraps. Like this guy and I were speaking on the phone, and I was telling him how I want to start sharing more of my weight loss stuff surrounding the hula hoop. And he goes, now that's something I can see you doing. And I wanted to say, I can see myself doing anything. You dudes only see women being successful when it's about their body. How come you can see me doing weight loss and body stuff, but you can't see me doing business speaking and inspiration? How come I can be a booty model, but I can't be a Mel Robbins or a Gary Vee? How come that's something I can see you doing? You can see me doing anything I want to do, Mr. Nigga. Sorry, because I'm trying to stop using that word. But stop putting me in a little comfortable box that you can see me doing. Oh, you can see, girl. I was like, you know what? I was like, I can do anything I put my mind to. But I already do, and then they start doing the mansplaining. Yeah, you should get a fitness channel and you should get products. Baby, I already been there, already done that. My fitness channel is monetized. I've got like 1 million views on my fitness channel. I used to sell fitness clothes, body wraps, fitness tools, anything that you can think of. I've already been the one of it, and I've already capitalized off of it. I could write a whole book about it. This is where I need you to stop minimizing me. This is where I need you to stop cold calling me. Do research first. And then I have to put my fangs and claws away. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so here's my dilemma. I'm a cusp of magic, so that's Cancer and Gemini. But I have a Leo moon. So this is where some of the comes from. And the Cancer's like, no. And the Gemini's like, let it go. Pop your shit. I ain't gonna say nothing. Gemini is petty. Cancer is money. Leo is sink my fangs into the top of your skull. And they're all in there battling each other to control me. They're all in there battling for control over my vessel. And it can be hard because sometimes I'll be sitting somewhere and it's like, who's gonna respond? The Cancer's like, I think I should respond. Because we need this opportunity. Leo's like, we don't need nothing, to be honest. And then Gemini's like, I mean, yes and no. Yes and no. Yeah, because the money, but no, because money is abundant. It's always being printed. Like, I'd be like, sweating, trying to. I hate it. They do it so much. I hate being pigeonholed. I hate being, like they've got you figured out. Like I could be somewhere like listening to music and they're like, oh, you got that new Nicki on? And I'm like, no, actually it's Smashing Pumpkins. They're like, what? You what? And it's like, yeah, you don't know me. You don't. And it's cool. I think it's awesome that you don't know me because that gives you an amazing opportunity to get to know. But they don't want to get to know you. They want to already know you. They wanted to have, scroll through your Instagram or whatever, and now they know you. I know. And it's just like, so yeah, but it's crazy. Yeah, they want to stamp it. They want to, it's so weird. And you know what's really weird about it too? A lot of times, the people who do this to me are the people who have come to me for help. You've come to me for help. You've come to me for information. You've come to me for my expertise, but then you spin it and now you're trying to give me help. You're trying to give me expertise, your information. You're trying to give me, or you start sending me, like this one guy I was helping with some information on content creation, and I was speaking to him about if I were to restart my YouTube channel, these are the things that I would do. And then he goes, oh yeah. I watched this YouTube channel. This girl was talking about this, and he started sending me a whole bunch of her videos. I said, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. Leo, why did you send me her videos? As if I don't have 50 more billion views than her. As if I haven't started 15 businesses that have been very successful. And that's another thing too about starting businesses. A lot of times I start businesses to meet ends. It's not to do it forever. I wanted to make $5,000 this month, so I started a t-shirt company. I wanted to do this. It was Christmas time and I have skills, so I made some sweatshirts. You know what I'm saying? It was summertime, so I was selling some fitness stuff. It was the holiday time, so I was selling some glittery mugs. But you gotta calm down. You know what I'm saying? It's the quickest way. It's oftentimes why I don't maintain friendships with men. Because they want to daddy you. And I have an amazing father. I was so lucky to be able to grow up with my dad because not only did I grow up with the knowledge that my dad loved me beyond a shadow of a reasonable doubt, but he liked me as a person. He thought I was cool. He listened to my stories. He helped me start my businesses. He championed my mindset. He molded me in such a way that I don't need your guidance, and I also don't want it, especially if it's not an elevated guidance. Here you are trying to guide me in the basics, this real menial, minimal area that I've already mastered. You don't have any more resources? Elevate the way you're trying to guide me because I'm not a goofy girl. I'm not a knucklehead. Maybe it's because I look younger than I am. You're trying to handhold me through the ABCs. I'm on L. You're trying to, maybe I should say L. I'm on N. And you're trying to guide me through the ABCs? Girl. That's when I start glitching and I have to have a come to Jesus moment with myself. Don't let this man bring you there. Don't let this man take you out of your character. Don't let him have you relapsing into an area of thinking or behaving or speaking that didn't serve you. It didn't serve you. Maybe it served you then, but it's not serving you now. You know? And it can be like, that's why sometimes I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, for me to submit to your thought process, it has to be light years beyond mine. And I'm always light years ahead of the times. So for you to be speaking to me about something that I had already thought about in 2009 ticks me off. And, you know, one thing I will do is reel it back because sometimes guys don't know. Guys a lot of times don't realize how far they are behind in their thinking. The women have been spanking this web space. There are women who spank me in the web space. Now, you know, let me get into a room with a group of women. Now, we think differently because we hold the purse strings. You know what I mean? We are usually the head of the household these days, financially, educationally, the way we think, the way we move, the way we figure out problems to solve, the way we can start a business in the middle of the night. Now, when it comes to a woman, you know what I mean? Now, let me hear your thought process, sis, because, but guys in the digital space right now, they're podcasting. And they're dragging us through the mud, and they're dragging relationships, and they're doing this, and they're doing that, and it's just like, cool, I guess. You're new to the space, and you're getting attention. We've been doing this for a long time, us women, and it's not interesting. You know what I mean? What are you doing that's pulling in good cash and really being productive? You're talking yourself in a circle, and you like being a shock jock because you're new to getting attention. Women, we've been getting attention from the womb, you know, from the womb. Women start getting massive attention around 12, 13 years old. And I think it's new to a lot of guys getting this kind of attention, getting these kind of compliments. When you see guys on their social media profiles, it's like they can't even, they just like, they're getting comments and they're getting likes and they don't know how to act, baby. They don't know how to be. We're not new to getting attention. It's like, okay, where money at? You know, where money at? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to travel. I'm trying to do things. This attention is cute, you know, but boom, like move. So that'd be me. That'd be my journey. And that's usually my struggle when it comes to male counterparts, whether it be business or relationships. You know what I mean? I probably need to date somebody older and somebody who is really heavily experienced, somebody who I could really sit down and really learn from. And I'm coachable, but you're not going to be coaching me on no ABCs. Like I said, I'm on elemental P. Cute. I'm on cute. You know, but no, I have a lot of growth to do within business. I have a lot of things to learn. And one of the people that I look to for that, Zaylee Barkley, she works in the digital education space. She is a dynamo. She's amazing. She's so educated and intelligent. Great friend of mine. Good morning. I now just let them, and it's up to me to take it or leave it. Yeah, absolutely. But sometimes I do be wanting to let them know, like, if you come to me for help, I'm gonna go ahead and stop you there. And I'm almost finished. Because you came to me for help, right? Or am I? No. Okay. Because I thought that you were asking me about how to monetize your following. Oh, but here you are giving me advice? I wasn't done speaking. Because you wouldn't do that to a man. You know? But you're right. Sometimes I just be like, yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. I had the same thought in 2014. I thought the same thing and I did it. Yeah. I started a whole business. Yeah, it was great. Yeah. It was cool. It's a little passe. But you guys, yes, absolutely. They're here. Yep, they're definitely here. And yeah, you know, but actively educating is where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Being in a place is no longer just enough. You know what I mean? Actively educating, actively helping, actively, you know, putting what you've learned to use. You know what I mean? Getting to Cheryl is very hard. You know what I mean? And then in the real estate game out here, it's so flooded. It is nice to see a black face. You know? I'm not gonna talk you guys' head off. It's already been an hour. This is definitely something that I do. I start talking you guys' heads off and we'll be here for 3 hours. But I did want to pop in and I did want to share my current situation with you guys. Just wanted to bounce some ideas off for you guys because I'm thinking, like I said in the beginning of the video. But I do want to explore more here. I mean, I just got here, right? I do want to explore more here. What I've been finding is it's hard to find people in the space to do what it is you're doing. You know what I mean? Even when you meet women who have the knowledge and information, if they're married, have kids, a lot of time they don't have the time. They don't have the time to do things. They don't have the time to create content or the desire. You know what I mean? And I think that's something that I do value about being single. I have the time and the energy and the desire to do things, and I do it. And there's nobody stopping me. And there's nobody that I have to be accountable for. So if we're doing something together and we're working on a project, we can work until we pass out. You know what I mean? I can work until I pass out. But then you can only work until dinner time, because then you got to go home and care for your man. And that's cool. And I get it. And I've been there. But it's hard sometimes for single women and married women to get on the same page and to get on the same chord. Okay. And be hecka productive together. You know what I mean? I had a friend out here and I don't think her significant other wanted her to be friends with a single girl, with a single woman. And I guess I can understand that coming from a lightweight, insecure perspective. I guess I can understand that. But I'm not a single girl in the streets. Like, I'm single, no mingle. I could see if I was single, mingle. I could see if I was single, come to the club with me. I'm single, come to my house. Let's work on a course and let's do the same course. I'll translate yours into English and you can translate mine into Spanish, and we can talk about living abroad. And you can just chill at my house, and then your man will know where you are, and there won't be any confusion. And it's like we're working and he's calling and he's weird and I'm just like, girl, go home to your man. Go home to your man. Go home to your man. Go home to your man, because this is too much. Does he know we're working? What the heck? The vein. You know, it's just like, Because I'm gonna work till I pass out. You know what I mean? But maybe that's not something that, you know, it can be hard. It can be hard. And, you know, sometimes you have to look at the culture you're in. A lot of people, a lot of women here don't have the time and the luxury to do the creative things, to do the fun things. There needs to be a direct check coming from it. You may not have the time or the opportunity to, you know, do that kind of thing. It can be hard, and I understand that. You know what I mean? And this is me coming from I'm very single. I'm like single, bone dry, and you know what? I love it. My heart never flutters, it never drops and plops. I don't have anxiety about who's doing what and this and that and are you being faithful, and it's like I don't even care. I don't have me in the streets looking dumb. Don't bring diseases into my house and weird energy. You want to come lay up with me and you wouldn't lay up somewhere else. I'm weird about that kind of stuff. And I get very cold. I get like dry ice colds. I can shut down. Absolutely love her. It's so icky to me when, you know, I'm trying to connect with a like-minded woman, and then there's like a guy over here that's like, it's just like, I don't want your chick, dude. And it's not like just because I'm single, I'm like, yeah, let's go out and sell coochie. Like, what do you guys think single women are up to? All I'm trying to do is secure my future and take care of my mom. That's all I want to do. That's all I really want to do. If I meet somebody on the same mental wavelength as me and they have a good relationship with their parents, because I can't be with a guy who doesn't have a good relationship with his mom, because I'm gonna put my mom before you. I know that maybe that's not supposed to be right, but I'm putting my mom before you. If you and her are both, you know, hanging on a cliff, I'm pulling my mother up. Are you nuts? I don't know if that's right. It might not be right. I'm putting my mom before you, and I honestly think you should put your mom before me. As long as our parents don't hate our significant other, cool. You know what I mean? For no reason, especially just toxic, but I'm putting my mom before you. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't mention my dad. I have a great relationship with my dad. I love my dad. Maybe it's a psychological thing. My dad is big, he's tall, he's strong, so I don't feel like he needs me like my mom needs me. And yeah, we're gonna get a house, and there's gonna be a basement for my mom, just in case my mom needs to come live with me. I'm not letting my mom fall by the wayside. You can forget about it. You can get out. You can take your PlayStation and go. It's my mom to the death of me. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Is there maybe trauma or something? I don't know. Probably. Most definitely. Sure. Yeah. But taking care of my mom. And it doesn't have anything to do with the Bible. And it just has everything to do with my love for her. You know what I mean? Like, I know so many people who, you know, but understandably, that everyone doesn't have that kind of relationship. But I do desire that in a significant other. But other than that, everything has been great. You know what I mean? The only thing I think missing from this aspect of my life is other friends with freedom and people who have a desire to achieve digital success and stuff like that. And you know what? Hey, it's the culture. Like, a lot of people out here just don't have time, energy, or knowledge of that kind of thing, and it's cool. And then the other women that I've met out here are generally involved in a relationship, and they don't have the time, they don't have the energy, they don't have the wherewithal. You know what I mean? They're really hard to get to. I tried very hard to work with Cheryl. If you're not interested in buying a multi-million-dollar home, good luck. You know what I mean? They're not offering mentorship. They're not offering information. They're not reaching out, and they don't have to. They don't have to. They don't have to. But, you know, cool. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you know, when you are an anomaly in your space, people are going to want to, they're gonna, what's the word I'm looking for? They're gonna like migrate toward you. They're gonna be attracted to you. and everyone doesn't have something to give. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, it's cool, but there's nothing to be done there. There's nothing to be learned there. There's nothing being shared there. Now there is a black woman in Samana. I think her name is Danielle Lynch. I reached out to her. We're supposed to have a chat. She leads a tour group out in Samana, and she's also in real estate. She has a few hotels, and I would like to work with her in some type of capacity. I don't know if that will be something that she's interested in. I don't know. I'm manifesting that it is. I'm manifesting that there is something that we can offer one another. I would love for some of these hotels or places of business out here to offer and have, products, whether it be hair, makeup, whatever, fashion, that cater to darker complected women, because so many women in this country are darker complected. And it's so hard to find cosmetics anyway. Hair stuff, no. Hair stuff out here is abundant. Fashion is hit or miss out here. But when it comes to cosmetics and skin products and stuff, I don't feel like there's enough at all. You know what I mean? So many people are ordering international and paying, the taxes and the shipping and then the clearance fee. I think there should be something here on the island, that caters to darker complected women. You know what I mean? From about Queen Latifah shade on down, like that golden warm brown shade, like my mom's skin complexion on down. There's like nothing. There's like nothing. And I think something like that, if somebody would want to, talk business on that, then that would absolutely, you know what I mean? But I mean, the few black women out here, everybody gets kind of involved in stays involved with what they've got going on, and I get that. I get that. I'm not talking down on it. I'm not talking down on them. But sometimes you just gotta move. You gotta just keep moving. You gotta move where there's more fertilizer. There's not much fertilizer in the dirt here. You know what I mean? There's not much fertilizer in the dirt. It rains a lot, but is the soil healthy? It's a very tourist oriented space, and a lot of it is angled toward white tourism. Um, Hey, I love that. When is your masterclass dropping, honey? I gotta know. I'm trying to get out of the corporate rat race and get closer to my old but hot as fuck sexy woman wearing her silver and stones. I love that. I love that. I can just see it in my head. I have a course on how to start your first business online, and I actually discounted it because I'm working on a course right now teaching business owners how to work with influencers and influencers how to work with business owners. But inside of my How to Start Your First Online Business course, there's a wealth of knowledge about finding, choosing, locating products, services, your ideal target market, your demographic, your niche, your why, sourcing products, shipping products, packing products, filming products, starting your first YouTube or social network platform around your products, how to position yourself. So much inside that course. Thank you so much, All Things Beauty. Thank you. So much inside that course. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. I really need to get behind the work I do. There's a side of me who believes in myself from the moon until infinity, and then there's a side of me that says, people don't trust black women in leadership roles around finances, especially if you're not Europeanized. If you're not pulling out Fenty and Chanel and Prada and Hervé or Hermes or whatever, people don't think you're successful. They don't think you're rich. You wear a natural hairstyle. You're not pulling up in a Hellcat or whatever kind of car is expensive or whatever. I don't know. If you're not heavily materialistic, people will not believe that you can speak to them about finances because people don't see freedom as an asset. People only see liabilities as assets: cars, homes, expensive bags, expensive hotel trips, European vacation, European hair, the lifestyle. The kind of girl who says, I've got a million and you don't, so you're less than. Those are the types of women that they trust in leadership positions, and you are not that type of woman. You are not that type of woman. You do not live in a mansion. You do not drive a Tesla. Tesla. I don't know. I don't care. You know what I mean? You, little India Irie, wanna be biatch. They do not. They will not. No. You have to embody more European luxury. Your freedom means nothing to them. You need more liabilities. You need to get a car. You need to be running around. I got a home. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you should get you a white man, because then that denotes that there's something about you. And it's just like, you being able to live in LA for 11 years and then hop up and move to a new country, people don't see that as success. Where's your car? Where's your house? Where's your Birkin? Where's your 80-inch bust down? Where's your jewelry? And it's just like, why haven't you been to Dubai? Where's your picture of you on a camel? And I'm just like, okay, huh, okay, and it's just like, am I willing to be the first in a space again? Do I want to do that again? The last time you were the first in a space, you got shat on. Everything you did got absorbed and reproduced by others who are doing better than you. So do you want to be the first in this space again? Do you really want to be a pioneer again? Do you really want to crack it open so you can get shat on again? So you can get used and abused, and then when you speak out about it, you're gonna get gaslit. People are gonna tell you that you're a hater, you're jealous. And it's just like, yeah, do I? No, because when I look at the girls within the space talking about financial freedom and online business and digital education, it's a very European luxury sort of vibe. And that's just not my vibe. I could have $1 million and not want to go to France. it's just like, people have a problem with the countries that have been colonized, but they don't have a problem with the colonizers' countries. People resent me and hate me so much for living here, but do not have a problem with England and in Europe and France and Italy and all these countries, the Netherlands and Germany and all these countries that have done what they've done to the countries that they don't necessarily feel as though they romp with. And it's just like, I don't even like having these kind of talks because I don't consider myself political. I am not a power speaker on these types of subjects. I do not have facts and figures. I was not well educated in this kind of stuff. I never wanted to be. After high school, I pretty much dropped out of a community college, and then I went to a technical college to learn a trade to make me money. I started making money. I went to another school to learn another trade to make me money, and that's also what I've been using to make money. Visual communications and then fashion merchandising. And those are the two things that I use the most in my everyday life that's been helping me make a living for over the past decade, longer. You know what I mean? I never wanted to be scholastic. I never wanted to go to university. I never wanted to go to a four-year college. I didn't have anybody that I knew that was doing that. I didn't have anybody pressuring me to do that. I didn't have money. You know what I mean? I didn't even have credit history to get into the technical college. I had to cry and kick and scream and get all types of cosigners to help me even go to like a little two-year school. You know what I mean? So it was never my dreams or goals or idea or inspiration to be some super high, very well educated Cosby kid kind of kid. I never HBCUs and all that stuff. I didn't know about that. I didn't know anybody that went to university. I was like, I don't know anything about that. I'm an artist. I want to be free. I want to get paid to be me. I want to get paid to create stuff. I want to get paid to be creative. You know what I mean? So my first job out of school was as a photo editor. I was pretty much a photoshopper. I was color correcting and I was editing photos and I was creating photo books for very rich Upper East Side families. And then from there, MySpace came. I started making money on MySpace as an editor. I would go to models' pages, steal their photos, retouch them, send it back with a logo. They'd pay me for it. That's how PayPal got introduced. From MySpace, and then I found YouTube and makeup, and I dropped out of my job and I started going on auditions, and they didn't do my makeup right. I learned makeup. I found YouTube. I did YouTube. You know what I mean? And I was working freelance, and like the rest is history. So that's those are pretty much my wheelhouses of work and interest, and so. But with my business course, I am going to promote it. I am going to push it. And it is going to be wildly successful because there is room for me. I'll make room for me. And this time I'm going to go upside people's heads for my respect and for my space in my life and in my world. You know what I mean? So, you know how it is, but... I'm working toward that. But I don't have any fear. I don't worry about anything because the universe has never failed me. The universe, God, loves me. I am highly favored. I think it shows in every way of my life. I think it should. I'm not worried about anything. I have no doubt that within 3 or so years, I'm going to look back at the last 10 to 15 years, and I'm going, like they say it's the journey, and I absolutely believe that because there's so many times when I'm just sitting and I'm just digging through the crates of my memories of different things that I've been through and different struggles that I've had. And oh my God, everything that I went through that has led me here, it makes me dizzy. And I just think about it. And I mean, even as much as having this scar on my leg from falling off my scooter, I'm gonna look back at the Snapchat memories and the scars on my body and the money in my bank account and my mother's house and my house and the freedom that I have and the things that I do and the people that I help. You know what I mean? Ultimately, I feel like my job in life is to help other people become free. First it was with beauty and makeup and fashion and loving yourself and being free in your skin as a Black woman. And now into digital education, helping people become free from their corporate jobs or their lack of jobs. There are so many people that could start a business and they don't even know, offering a service, selling their information. There's this woman on my Facebook page who's always talking about bouncing from job to job, and she just sounds miserable. And no shade, all tea. She sounds miserable. And what I want to tell her to do is like divorce your husband. You and your biological daughter should go and live as lowly as you can. But you got your daughter into acting and you get her into auditions and you got her onto shows. Do you know that you could put a video together with everything that you've done to get your daughter into show business and how you moved and how you did this and how you did that without it being fancy, without it being special? And you could sell that video for $50. If you could sell 3 or 4 of those videos a day, you'll be making as much as you made at your day job. You'll have more free time with your daughter to help her pursue her career. You'll be more happy. You'll be freer. And then eventually you will be selling more and more of those. You can create secondary videos. You can build a community around the experience that you're having as a single mom in a miserable marriage. And you can build your wealth. You can build your life. But all you do is complain about this day job and this raggedy man that you got and all his kids and all this other stuff. But we're not close enough. And I don't know. If she came to me and asked me, girl, do you have any advice? I would say all of that to her, and she probably would never talk to me again. But if she were smart, she would listen and it would work. Because there are so many people online who want to get their kids into some sort of something, even if it's just to have their own page and be little models or whatever the case may be, where you control everything and you make your own money. The way she did it, I feel like she could put it into a course and she could sell her knowledge. Because yeah, there's free knowledge online, but it's inconsistent. You have to bounce from here to there, here to there. I've put everything together for you in this course, step by step by step. It's high quality, it's uninterrupted, and it is proven to work. Here's the proof. And that's all you gotta do. And you build your community around it, and you do content around it, and you seek people who want your knowledge, and you sell it, and you're done. But you're at a day job where you're making $11 or $12 an hour, so you work 8 hours a day. That's like $100. I don't know how much you're making a day, 150 or something. However much you're making, you could make that selling a product. Like, be for real. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm working toward. Look at this. I didn't even put my groceries away. Oh my God. And I broke 2 of my eggs. And I'm sad about it. I don't know why that matters to me so much, but I'm trying to make it plain. You know what I mean? I hate when I hear people talking about new job, and it's just like, well, no, I get it. Especially if you have kids, you know, you need insurance, you know, you need benefits and different things like that, and jobs make it feel as though it's just easier to deal with them because of taxes and this and that. But your first year as an entrepreneur can be rough, and maybe have a short little small part-time job that you work on the weekends or that you work a certain hour. But I don't feel like jobs should take all your time all day. It leaves you like 3 hours of your day for freedom, and then 1 day on the weekend, because you work Friday, Saturdays you're free, but then Sunday is the day that's right before you have to go back to work. And how the hell are you supposed to do anything for yourself? Absolutely not. I'd rather move to Gujarat, India, somewhere, be living for shillings, and just minding my business with 10,000 American dollars than over here in America or over there in America thriving and killing myself. No, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it for anything in the world. And I'm not adding anything to my life that's gonna make my life heavy, too heavy for me to carry on my own. I don't really want to have somebody in my life to help me carry. I would rather pay 100% of all my own stuff than be involved with somebody else that needs me to help them carry something. It's just, I can't do it. You know what I mean? It gives me such severe bone breaking anxiety. I just want to lighten my load and simultaneously give myself the resources to be able to carry a heavier load, but I don't plan on heavying my load. I don't plan on making my load any heavier than it is just because I have the means. You know what I mean? I make more money than I made in LA. That doesn't mean I'm gonna move back to LA and get another $3,000 apartment or lease something and give myself all that stress dealing with the government and paperwork and mortgage and I'm not doing that to myself. I'm not doing that to myself ever. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me. It's strange. It's a mindset that is taught in America. The more you have, the more you should use. No. Like, even when I first moved here, my thought process was, wow, I could afford an apartment that is like a kingdom for the same amount of money that I was paying in LA, but why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I come here and have the same budget that I had in LA just because I could have more for it? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So I downsized and lightened my load, and I'll never be more grateful for the work that I put in, for the time that I spent manifesting a new life for myself, because everything about my life is better. Even my skin and my under eyes. Look at my face. Look at my skin. Look at my under eyes. I don't even know what to tell you. I look so much better. I feel so much better. I don't have any makeup on. I don't have any makeup on. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm doing something right, even if I don't know what it is. Between my diet, the lightening of my finances, the ease of my life, being single, being happy, being free, working out, everything is just so much better and lighter. You know what I mean? So that's that. That's it. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm losing energy. It's about time for me to break my fast, and I can feel it. I can feel it. Dress, remove, you. Please, full dress, remove, I love you. Send me some money. Send me some money. Less stress, clean eating, sun, and exercise. Stress ages people, absolutely. And I feel like I'm aging backwards. When I look at videos from when I first got here, under eye. I had the scoop under eye. My face was swollen from alcohol. I was retaining water from the sodium, from the processed foods, from the microwave foods, from the drinking of the soda. I used to have a whiskey and ginger ale and lime every day, and don't ever come to the conclusion that I don't love whiskey still. Whiskey and lime and ginger ale, the smokiness is so good. I love an alcoholic drink, but it doesn't control me, and I don't crave it as much as I used to. And my day doesn't depend on me having a drink for me to have a good day, or for me to at least be able to disassociate enough to feel like I'm having a good day because I'm buzzed. You know what I mean? I used to wake up when I lived in LA, do whatever, eat something that made me feel great, maybe some ice cream, an ice cream sandwich. I'd make myself a big fat drink, and I'd be buzzed all day. I would walk to the grocery store, like half loopy, get me some dumplings or something to throw in my air fryer or microwave, and I'm sitting in the house and I'm completely separating my body and my soul from my current situation because it's too much. My rent was like $3,000. My electric was out the meat, was off the chain. Just so much. I'm sorry, I'm getting a message and it completely took me from my thought process, but it was all so much. You know, the gas and the insurance of my car, and then just so many little small responsibilities that are small that all added up that just eventually was just stressing me out. It was just stressing me out. I was just like, I don't want to deal with it. You know what I mean? Adulting is hard and it can be so much. And sometimes I felt like I was doing great and I was thriving and everything was cool. And then there were times where I was just like, yo, I hope I don't wake up tomorrow because I'm eternally tired. I don't want to harm myself, but I don't want to be here. I can't do it anymore. It's beating my ass. Is this, you know what I mean? I was just like, it's too much. I don't enjoy it. I don't feel like I'm benefiting enough. And I feel like I'm just here to give of myself. I'm being sucked dry. I was like, I'm dry, I'm dying. Internally, I'm so unhappy. You know? Thank you so much, Jamila. I do ride my scooter there, and you know what? My hair was flat from my helmet when I first came on. You could see me fixing my hair. I do ride my scooter. I try not to get on the scooter so much, but I do. I use my scooter. Yeah, you know what? The feeling can just be overwhelming. And then year after year, and getting stuff in the mail, and the taxes, and what is this bill, and what? I thought I only had a co-charge. I only had this. I thought it was that. Now I gotta do this, and I gotta call this person, and I gotta call that person, and I submitted my receipts for this tax thing and that, and now they want this proof and that, and it was just so much. It was so stressful. I was just like, oh my god, I'm losing my mind. I can laugh about it now because at the same time, I did what I needed to do to survive so I can thrive. And I manifested, and I would hula hoop, and I would try to take the small liberties and luxuries that I did have and the things that I did like, being free outside, going hiking. I was a part of the gym and I really loved that. But then when COVID came in, I felt like I was doing great because I'm used to being alone and it wasn't bothering me being alone like some people were being bothered. But there were other things that came in that helped me a lot. But then there were things that just were just not helping and just was driving me crazy. And I was just like, I can't do this for too much longer. I felt like I was in LA for no reason. I was getting invited to events, I wasn't going. Companies would send me products for promotions, I wouldn't do them. Then they'd be beating my email down. Hey, when can we expect our content? Hey, when? Hey, are you gonna? Hey. And I was just like, I hate it. I hate this. You know? So yeah, that's that. So that's my life. I was like that Hillary Duff thing, but you know that's been going on, and you know I'm looking forward to the next leg of this journey. I'm looking forward to perhaps living in a different area of the Dominican Republic, or just exploring more area here. Maybe making some friends who have time and interest in the different in things that I have that we can benefit from one another. I do need more middle class friends, whether they be Dominican or American or Canadian or what. You know what I mean? As far as business goes, yeah. You know, I have friends who can go to parties and stuff like that. I'm not really much of a partier. I was doing some freelance work in a nightclub, but I don't do that anymore because I feel like it wasn't the best energy for me. And then I also feel like there's a certain time of the night that I need to be sleeping in order for me to function like a human. And I wasn't tired, but um, it was affecting my energy. I'm in SoCal. I could use a friend like you here, but I know you're thriving in DR. Yeah. And I moved to DR from LA. I was living in Glendale. I was living in Glendale. And yeah, I could have used that in LA, but I won't even lie. When I was in LA, my energy was like so different. LA's so big. I probably would have had to hop in my car to come see you, and I hate driving. But that being said, um, we can always connect digitally. You know, we can always connect digitally. My energy is like dying. I didn't eat since 8 o'clock last night. I'm intermittent fasting, I guess you can say, where I don't eat past 8 p.m. and I don't eat before noon. It's 11 now. I'm gonna start preparing me something to eat. I'm gonna pour me up a good big cold glass of lime water and start working. I'm gonna start working. I'm gonna work on my course for small business owners. Regardless to how I feel people will receive me, I'm going to be received. And one thing I'm going to like about this space is it's not as marginalized as working in the beauty industry. Because with black women, I feel like the only women who really watch black women are black women. You may have a few here and there, women from different backgrounds who will watch you, but if you're not ambiguous, your audience is not ambiguous. When you're black, your audience is black. I am black in every country. I'm black to every culture. I'm black. And it's hard to grow an audience that is diverse in the makeup community unless you're doing things outside of beauty. And most of what I do in beauty is just face makeup. So I love it here and I will continue to do my courses. But in the business world, I feel like I have something to offer to more people who are willing to absorb what I have to offer. And that's that. And I will enjoy my day, and I hope that you guys enjoy your day. And thank you so much for tuning in, as always. As I'm like melting and fading, my blood sugar is like, help, help me! I feel so weak. And yeah, I love reading Weird Dancing for a Dress. Remove your please full. Hit that cash app. Hit that cash app and I'll think about it. But I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Enjoy your day. Follow me on Instagram at The Godly Brand. I have my TikTok back open. They finally let me back in. I'm gonna begin sharing more of my inspiration in my life here on there. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. They've been playing a lot of Sanaa Lathan movies lately on whatever channel this is, but I'm gonna go. Bye, thank you.